Hey, it's Brandon with DPT. Today I wanted to go over just a quick warm-up series that we can do before you take off on a run, essentially just to see if we can get some muscles primed and ready to act as we're going to be running and asking more out of them than you are as you're just kind of hanging out. So I like to start with the mini band. We'll start around the knees. What we want to do is essentially just get our hips working. So I come into this kind of a small mini squat position, and then I'm just going to see if I can let a knee come into neutral and then work on driving that guy out. So essentially I'm warming up my hip, trying to keep that knee outside over my toes, which is essential for running. And then I'm also kind of working that foot and ankle a little bit as well, just asking that to be stable. So I'll do this 10 or 12 times, and then I'll switch to my other side and make sure that side's warmed up nice as well. As we finish those, we can move the band down. We'll go around the ankle. Another good one for hip strength and control as we're running is we'll go through a lunge matrix with a toe tap. So what I'll do here is I'll shift my weight over to one foot. I'm going to try to stay nice and vertical. I don't want to lean sideways or drop that hip. And then the other thing that I'm going to really look for here is keeping my knee outside my toes and keeping that arch up nice and high. So I'm going to tap out to the side and come back in. A little bit of a knee bend each time. Again, just making sure I can keep that knee in a good position. So I'll go forward, I'll go laterally, and then I'll go backwards here. You'll start to feel this kind of in that hip, just letting you know that those hip muscles are working and keeping that knee in a good spot. For the last one, we're going to move it down to our midfoot. So I'm just going to walk this guy down, kind of around my arch area, and then we're going to see if we can prime the front of that hip, those hip flexors. So what I want to do here is I just want to be nice and tall, and I'm just going to see if I can do a little bit of a pull-up here, kind of activating that hip flexor, right? So we can even get those arms in with this. So we can do one at a time. You could even switch as we go. And again, I want to see if I can be nice and tall. I want to see if I can be nice and stable through that foot. As I pick a foot up, I can even make sure I'm driving down through that opposite heel just to make sure I get a good push off as I'm running. So that's important as we're trying to go faster or as I'm trying to just be more stable. As I work on these things and as I run, I'm able to stay in a good position, which is going to help to decrease any sort of pain or injury that we may have and keep you running further and longer.